PAD, Proba Mora Sejahtera.
Kami bertumbuh dengan sehat, kami Bank NTT. Kami kuat dan terpercaya. Kami bank yang cerdas dan kreatif. NTT padu bersama Bank NTT. Kita bangkit bersama.
Maju dalam visi misi, mengedukasi, kenalkan inovasi. Kami hadir melayani lebih sungguh. Mari bersama kita wujudkan mimpi.
Selalu dekat, selalu ada. Berikan kemudahan, penghimpun dan penyalur. Kredit di masyarakat, gerakan ekonomi. Hentaskan kemiskinan. Bank NTT tetap maju, tetap jaya.
Sokor penggerak ekonomi rakyat, gali potensi daerah, dikembangkan produktif, intermediasi bank optimal maksimal, meningkatkan PAD, Proba Mora Sejahtera.
Kami bertumbuh dengan sehat, kami Bank NTT. Kami kuat dan terpercaya. Kami bank yang cerdas dan kreatif. NTT padu bersama Bank NTT. Kita bangkit bersama.
Good morning, everyone. A warm welcome to the honorable judges and all the incredible participants. My name is Annie and I'm your host today. Such an honor for me to welcome you guys in our special event that we are waiting for, English Speech Competition Program Ramai Sekali Bank NTT 2022. Okay, I would like to thank God who giving us blessings so we can attend this competition in a good condition. For all the participants, I'm going to introduce you to our judges today. Bapak Alexius Madar from Unwira. Hi, Pak Alex. Good morning. How are you in this lovely Tuesday?
Competition today. I hope that all the participants will enjoy this competition, and hoping you that you will be the winner of this competition, but no pressure, okay? Good luck for the competition for all the participants today.
Thank you, Pak Alexius. And Kak Reni Banibili from Undana. Hi, Kak Reni. Good morning. How are you?
Hi, Kanita. Good morning. I'm very well, thank you. Thank you for introducing me. I hope you have a fantastic morning today. And I would like to say good morning to my two other special judges, Pa Alex and Bu Tracy. And I would like to especially welcome the participants. Thank you very much for registering to this event. And thank you very much for joining this event to celebrate the anniversary of Bank NTT. We are looking forward to seeing your performance today, so please do your best today. Thank you.
Thank you, Kak Reni. And Kak Tracy from Bank NTT. Hi, Kak Tracy. Good morning. How are you?
Hi. Hello, Kak Ani.
Hi,
Very
Kak
good
Tracy.
morning. How are you? I'm great. Thank you for asking. Yeah. So, good morning for all the participants. I hope you will doing your best, and then as always, I always say that do the best version of you, okay? Don't be ashamed, don't be afraid, just do the best version for you, okay? Thank you very much and good luck.
Thank you, Kak Tracy. And for all the participants, just to remind you that we have some rules that you have to follow in this English speech competition, and here they are.
Yang tinggi, hadirkan inovasi.
potensi daerah dikembangkan produktif, intermediasi bank optimal maksimal, balik ke BAD, loba mora sejahtera.
Kami bertumbuh dengan sehat, kami Bank NTT. Kami kuat dan terpercaya, kami bank yang cerdas dan kreatif. Untuk NTT maju, bersama Bank NTT kita bangkit bersama.
Maju dalam visi misi, mengedukasi, kenalkan inovasi. Kami hadir melayani lebih sungguh. Mari bersama kita wujudkan mimpi.
Selalu dekat, selalu ada, berikan kemudahan, penghimpun dan penyalur kredit di masyarakat, gerakan ekonomi, hentaskan kemiskinan. Bank NTT tetap maju, tetap jaya.
Sosok penggerak ekonomi rakyat, gali potensi daerah.
Okay, those are some rules in this English speech competition, and please, all the participants, pay attention on them. Okay, judges and all the participants, before we start our English speech competition this morning, we are going to take a picture together, so please turn on your camera. And I will count 1, 2, 3, and we are going to take a picture together. Okay, are you ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, once again, smile please. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you so much. And just the information for all the participants who haven't had turn, please wait in the waiting room.
Manfaatkan layanan transfer menggunakan aplikasi Bepung Mobile Bank NTT. Membuka aplikasi Bepung Mobile dan login dengan menginput nomor handphone dan password. Sebelum melakukan transfer, maka nasabah terlebih dahulu melakukan proses daftar rekening tujuan dengan cara mendaftarkan nomor rekening tujuan dengan klik tambah rekening tujuan. Input nomor rekening yang dituju, klik tambah rekening. Konfirmasi data, jika benar, klik tambah rekening. Input PIN, klik centang, rekening tujuan telah terdaftarkan. Selanjutnya, pilih menu transfer, klik transfer internal, klik nomor rekening tujuan yang telah terdaftar. Pada input detail transfer, nasabah dapat memilih sumber dana dari rekening lain yang dimiliki, dan terdapat juga menu frekuensi di mana nasabah dapat memilih untuk secara rutin melakukan transfer yang sama dengan memilih kolom mingguan atau bulanan, dan jika melakukan transaksi hanya sekali, maka memilih kolom sekali. Melakukan konfirmasi, jika data sudah sesuai, maka dapat melakukan proses transfer. Input mobile PIN, klik centang. Selanjutnya, nasabah akan mendapatkan bukti transaksi yang bisa dibagikan melalui sosial media atau melakukan tangkapan layar pada bukti transaksi atau screenshot.
Bertransaksi di Bank NTT adalah partisipasi nyata membangun NTT. Bank NTT melayani lebih sungguh.
All the participants, we are about to start our English speech competition this morning. And let's start from number 1. Ririn Juliana Mone, Politeknik Negeri Kupang. Time is yours.
Hi, can you hear my voice?
Yes.
Okay, thank you for the time. Shalom and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The honorable of the juries and all of the audience, good morning. First of all, let us thank to God because of His protection so we can gather here in this online meeting with happy and good condition. Secondly, thank you for the opportunity given to me, so I am here to deliver my speech. But before I start, there's a saying, if you don't know a person, how can you love that person? That's why I would like to introduce myself first. My name is Ririn Juliana Mone, people address me Ririn. I'm a student of State Polytechnic of Kupang, East Nusa Tenggara Province on the 3rd semester in accounting major. And now, I want to tell you about harmonizing bank NTT service and digital innovation to accelerate financial inclusion in pandemic era, with title Bank NTT for Disabilities. According to the Indonesian Dictionary, harmonization is an effort to balance and make consumer ratings around us, both public service, welfare, and other things related to the dignity of human life, while inclusion is an approach to build an environment that is open to anyone with different background and condition. It includes character, physical condition, personality, culture, and so on. Based on the understanding of two important points that I have described, and also referring to the theme determined by Bank NTT, I am interested in presenting my fact and idea, making my brothers and sisters who have limitation in 5 sense the center of my discussion. In 2022, Indonesia has around 70 million people with disabilities, and 8,080 people with disabilities is in East Nusa Tenggara. People with disabilities have small daily income, or in other words, those with disabilities are mostly people who are financially unable. So the question is, do you believe the government able to work alone with this large amount? For me, it's certainly not. After telling you about the fact, I am interested to tell you about 2 things that I believe. The first, I am sure, without looking for the financial data from the social department, all of us ever seen people with disabilities, such as blind or paralyzed, sell orange, popcorn, or dust cleaners in front of shop or restaurant. What they do is enough to show that with all of limitation, they are capable to make a living. The second thing that I believe is, we, as a small community, of course, wholeheartedly help them, buying their wares in a quantity that suits us. I am an unemployed teenager at 19 years, no income, only relying on my pocket money, but I'm still motivated to help them. Then, what is the contribution of Bank NTT as a regional bank for our brothers and sisters with disabilities? Of course, Bank NTT have contributed for them, and it was really nice to know that Bank NTT is the only bank in East Nusa Tenggara who cares with disabilities person. But is that enough? I do not think so. So now I have 3 points to make East Nusa Tenggara even better. For disabilities, of course, with Bank NTT. The first, happy community safe bank. It is undeniable that the bank is a profit institution. So every planned program must really consider the profit and the loss. In this case, after setting up bank account for our brothers and sisters with disabilities, Bank NTT can provide low-interest capital loans for our brothers and sisters to develop their business. The second point is creative disabilities group. The formation of business groups is carried out so that persons with disabilities are able to complement each other and work together to run their business. And the last point is an online marketplace. The very important things for a business is the market. And I know all of us agree with me. And in this digital era, so that the product marketing can reach many customers, sales must be done online. And it is better if Bank NTT provides an online marketplace, such as Shopee or Tokopedia, with the name Lontar Marketplace or anything like that. So our brothers and sisters will selling their product in there. That 3 point is my suggestion to make East Nusa Tenggara even better. I hope that my idea can be developed well, or at least read a little more carefully and think about the good and the bad. Because during the pandemic, everyone is struggling to survive. Our brothers and sisters with disabilities, who are the backbone or the breadwinner in their families, feel a struggle that is bigger than us. So I hope that Bank NTT not just give our brothers and sisters with disabilities rice, eggs, or noodles, but give them an effort to sustain their life in the future. And finally, I invite all of us to imagine how beautiful our country, how beautiful our province, especially the city of Kupang, as the mirror of our province, if our brothers and sisters with disabilities have their own company. And for the last, I'm an ordinary person that is trying to be the best version of myself. That's why I am aware my speech is imperfect, but imperfection make growth is possible. I hope you can take a good thing from my speech and give an advice for me. Thank you for attention. Shalom and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay. Good morning, Ririn. How are you?
Good morning, I'm great, thank you.
Nice to meet you, and thank you for opening the competition with such a nice speech, with nice title. You've talked about you tried to raise the issue about disabled, and you've already give some suggestions as well.
Yes.
I was wondering if you know any digital services provided by Bank NTT that support people with special need, or like what you said in your topic, like disabled people.
I just know in 2019, Bank NTT provides automatically teller machine or ATM special for disabilities and build an inclined plane. I know it's not a digital innovation, but I will tell it. Build an inclined plane to make it easier for people with disabilities to enter the office.
Okay. And what is the benefits of that machine?
Because I never used it before because I don't know about the feature in there, so I can't answer your question, Miss. I'm sorry.
Okay. So you can't answer my question. Is that what you say? Okay. All right. Then so since you don't know any other services in Bank NTT, then can you think of any idea what is the best for Bank NTT, including like if they want to improve the digital service, what should be taken into account? What should be considered?
Can you repeat your question? I'm sorry, I have a bad internet.
Okay.
No?
It's okay. Ririn?
Yeah.
If you would like to suggest something to Bank NTT, I'm talking regarding to the digital services, can you mention any point or any aspect that is very urgent for Bank NTT to be considered to improve their digital services?
Okay. For now, I think Bank NTT must make an online marketplace, as I said in my speech. Maybe they can make a new application for that.
And how? Yeah, keep going.
And make low interest capital loan for them to provide to develop their business. I'm sorry.
Okay, but when you say it about online marketplace, to whom do you refer? Like, as we have a lot of special, if you're talking about disabled people, you're not only talking the one who couldn't walk, but you also have to think about the one who couldn't see, the blind one.
It's for disabilities person who blind and paralyzed, who have a small business selling dust cleaners or anything like that.
But how can they see the app? If I'm talking about especially the one who couldn't see, the blind one, how can the people access the application if he or she cannot see it?
Maybe he can make it with his or her families who can see.
What if the person cannot be trusted and then hack his or her account? Remember, the security aspect is very important to be thinking about in here.
Yes.
Ririn?
Yes, I know, but I think the parents of people with disabilities can be.
But what if the parents have already died, passed away?
I'm sorry?
What if the parents have already passed away?
Their wife or husband, I think.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ririn, for the answer. Nice to meet you this very morning.
Nice to meet you too, Miss Reni. Bye.
Thank you, Kak Reni and Ririn. Okay, we move to number 2. Scholastica Neldis, Unica Santo Paulo Sruteng. Time is yours.
Okay, good morning. I'm Scholastica Neldis. Would like to deliver my speech under the title Financial Inclusion of Bank Entity for a Better and Wealthier Life in NTT during COVID-19 pandemic. Ladies and gentlemen, 60 years ago, Bank Entity was developed to answer to the needs of the local people in NTT with the vision of becoming a healthy, strong, and trusted bank. One of its mission is as the pioneer of people's economy, and it prevails against a field of many good and famous banks that exist here in NTT. Let me explain what the financial inclusion of bank entity is. It consists of two keywords like financial and inclusion. Financial means relating to or involving money. Inclusion is defined as the action of including within a group or the practice of providing equal access to opportunities and resources. In general, financial inclusion of bank entity is not only about the increasing number of bank account holders, but it has 4 important elements such as any innovative service, the access to the services, the usage of the services, and the quality improvement on the usage of the services and on financial products and services. These elements are the main pillar on how to become the pioneer of economy here in NTT, especially during pandemic of COVID-19. First, any innovative financial service. Bank entity can be considered as a fighter. When the pandemic broke into the province, bank entity worked harder and did what it's supposed to do to support every single element of the society. In pandemic, we are limited to go out from our homes. But bank entity helped us through its innovative services. In your handphone, by the service of BP Mobile, you can access to buy online products by using quick response code Indonesian Standard or CRIS of bank entity, or to transfer money to different bank accounts by using the iFace and other features. Another innovative service is Laku Pandai. This service is to pay bill of services like electricity, handphone, TV channel, health insurance like BPJS, or even you can buy the quota for your handphone. And recently, Bank NTT launched the service of BP Petani to support our local farmers. Through its innovation, it fights not merely to maintain the company, but it fights for everyone here in NTT. Second, providing access to financial products and services for different groups of people is essential. In order to access to those products and services, the customers must open bank account, and Bank NTT provides a lot of savings according to the needs. For instance, there is simple or simpanan pelajar for students, Simpeda saving, program murah saving, Siar, Jalanan Wisata Siara saving for those who are going to travel, and so on. Furthermore, it offers many kinds of credits, such as multi-use credit for civil servant, general commercial or commercial umum credit, and microcredit, and also there are still a lot of credits. Other strategy is to have annual different programs. Like this year, Bank Entity has the programs of Ramai Sekali Bank Entity, Festival Desa Binaan, Festival Pendapatan Asli or PAD, and other kinds of programs. Third, the usage of the service from Bank Entity is also as the urgent element. We do not only open the bank account of Bank Entity, but also use the services regularly according to our needs. For example, every time we transfer money, just use iFace in BP Mobile. If you need to buy internet quota, use the service of Laku Pandai. If you go shopping, you can use CRIS to pay. Talking about CRIS, it is not only used by the modern market, but Bank Entity has been promoting the use of CRIS even to those in the local markets. For example, Batu Cermin Market in Labuan Bajo, Bobo Market in Pejava, Naikoten Market in Kupang, and other local digital markets across NTT. Fourth, the quality improvement on the products and services and their usage. Customers of Bank Entity must be served appropriately and excellently. ATM and branch offices of Bank Entity has been provided in many different places close to the customers, but I think they are still lacking. Hope to add them more. It also used the service of cash keliling to let customers satisfied. In addition, transaction to enter some tourism destinations now is served by bank entity. It also provides a chance for customers to give suggestions and critics through a customer's complaint call center. The improvement of the quality has been proved in different forms of services. But please do the socialization regularly for the customers to know what are the products and services offered by bank entity. Ladies and gentlemen, we have seen how much effort bank entity have been putting in implementing those 4 elements in their operational system. As pioneer, it works hard of pandemic for the empowerment of economy of entity. The excellent service of bank entity gained trust not only from its customers, but also from Bank of Indonesia. The evidence are, it is one of fewer banks who is given the kris by Bank of Entity. And from 9 of kas titipan of Bank of Indonesia entity, 8 of them are entrusted to Bank Entity. It is something extraordinary and we are really proud about you. In the midst of deadly pandemic situation, Bank Entity work hard to bring life. This is the work of a true pioneer. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, Labuan Bajo is chosen as a place for G20 meeting. We are happy for that opportunity. We do hope that Bank Entity, together with other stakeholders, can support the G20. Pandemic is not the obstacle to show our excellent service.
Hi, Scholastica. Hello, Scholastica.
Okay,
your time is up.
Yes.
Okay, Scholastica, how are you?
I am really great.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for a very good speech about financial inclusion. Okay, when we are talking about financial inclusion, it means that the access to, in particular in this case, the bank service that can be accessed by everybody. Okay, especially to access the products provided by the bank, so that the people can get benefits from the banking service. Now, I want to ask a little bit about what Bank NTT has already provided, particularly for the people who live in the village. In your opinion, what are any products or services that can be accessed by the villagers, especially the farmers in NTT, so that they can get benefits from the presence of Bank NTT in NTT?
Okay, thank you, sir. I think before I go for digital, because digital is a little quite far from the farmers in our village, maybe to add more the ATM or even the branch offices of bank entity in the villages, because as of now, like in my place, it is difficult for the farmers to access to bank entity office or to the ATM, because they are still quite far from their place. After they add more about the office, they can go on for the digital or any kind of digital services and products. I think first of all, they need to add about the ATM and the offices first. Thank you.
So you are telling me that the people in the village need to have access to the digital services provided by Bank Entity. But what I meant was the services or the products of the bank, especially Bank Entity, that help them to cope with the negative impact of COVID-19, so that they can still survive, they can develop their business, or they can continue to work without having trouble of lack of capital.
Okay, thank you, sir. I think the last innovation of bank entity like Petani is one of the good products that can support the farmers or the villagers in my place, because it can upgrade their products, or it can help to promote the local products of my village. I think that's all.
Okay, that's good. So Bank NTT has some credits, small credits that can be accessed and obtained by the villagers, by the farmers, for them to develop or to grow their business. Okay. Now, one aspect of digital service is also related to digitalization. Okay. According to you, do the people in the village, do the farmers have good access to the digital service provided by Bank NTT now?
I think I can say, as I have seen in my village, I think none of them is using the digital service. And one of the reasons is, I think, maybe I can say is from the side of Bank NTT is the lack of the socialization to the villagers. So they do not know about the use of the other digital services or products that offers by Bank NTT.
So from the side of Bank NTT didn't have good socialization about the digital services provided by Bank NTT. But how about from the side of the people in the village? Are they equipped with some facilities to be able to access the digital services?
I think I never heard that they use this kind of digital products of Bank NTT from my neighbors or from the people in my village.
Maybe what will be your suggestion to Bank NTT?
I think it is good if they need to improve the usage of their services. I think it is better for them to go to from village to do the socialization to the customers, because in my village there are a lot of teachers have access to the Bank NTT, but it is only until the use of the open the bank account. They never do they never use the bank service digital.
Okay, thank you very much for your answers, Kolastika. Good luck with your study.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Palexius and Scholastica. We move to number 3, Helena Indriani Jumat, Unika Santo Paulus Ruteng. Time is yours.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is for all of us. I am Helena Indriani Jumat of Unika Santo Paulus Ruteng. The title of my speech is Transformations of Bank NTT's Digital Banking Has Significant Influence During Pandemic COVID-19. Ladies and gentlemen, during pandemic COVID-19, there were so many extraordinary impacts on the world. Even the small sectors experienced the impacts of that. These conditions also faced by Bank NTT. As a result of this pandemic, which limits the community space for movement. People have too many activities virtually and also limits the community space for movement. These conditions requires bank to provide digital base as well. Bank NTT improved banking services to the public, which are transformed into digital services, such as features that facilitate banking transactions, such as mobile banking and SMS banking online. These features are by Bank NTT to make easier for customers to do many transactions during pandemic COVID-19 that we are currently facing. Ladies and gentlemen, Bank NTT, which has been established since 1962, always move forward to provide services. The purpose and the objective of this establishment is to encourage the economic growth in East Nusa Tenggara region and development in all fields in order to improve the standard of living of the people. It means that Bank NTT is here to become an agent that open the way for the people in East Nusa Tenggara, so they will move into a modern society. For your information, there were so many achievements that has been achieved by Bank NTT. One of which is getting the best digital banking award for the Banking Award for the collaboration categories that was held for the first time in Indonesia. It means that Bank NTT has an extraordinary role in advancing the financial transaction system for the East Nusa Tenggara region. I personally really appreciate all the innovation or creation that carry out by Bank NTT because, in my opinion, it's a form of Bank NTT concern to progress and development the East Nusa Tenggara people so that we don't miss technology and also move into modern society by utilizing existing technology for the common good. Bank NTT also take part for the development, the province of East Nusa Tenggara, a powerful building economy, of course, building human resources as well. Saving at Bank NTT is the same as rebuilding the East Nusa Tenggara region. In my opinion, the slogan is a spirit for the people and the regional development. One of the program that has been offered by Bank NTT, independent credit program. This program building people's economy. Independent credit program is specifically for the middle and lower class micro enterprises actors in East Nusa Tenggara region. So they have flexibility to pay loan interest in 0% interest, and also they are free from loan SARS or daily cooperatives. What we need to appreciate is the performance of Bank NTT. Yeah, there's some program that has been over by Bank NTT. First one, Simpera suffices or the regional development saving. Simpera is a saving account that provide various benefits that facilitate customers in banking transactions and also provide various attractive price. And the second one is Simpel or student saving has provide a learning experience of culture of saving and train children to manage their money from an early age. With digital services from Bank NTT, it will make easier for us to save money in the bank. Because, in this time of pandemic, having cash is very easy to change hands, increases the potential of virus to spread to us. In addition, because all activities are carrying out from home, of course, our expenses will increase while the income obtained begins to decrease. Then what does this have to do with the features offered by Bank NTT? Ladies and gentlemen, mobile banking is over to make easier for us to do many transactions just from home or from everywhere, anytime we want, maybe to send money, paying water and electricity bills, on other banking services. With Bank NTT, we will make some such digital services make it easier not to often do activities outside the home so as not to be exposed to the coronavirus. Online transactions are very easy and can be done from home because it's not so difficult for us, and we don't have to go to ATM to do many transactions because it can use from everywhere. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's support all the program that has been developed by Bank NTT. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Helena. Hi, Helena. How are you today?
Hello, I'm great, thank you.
So, how's the weather outside?
It's so cool.
Yeah, because you're in Ruteng, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, Helena, you talking about the digital services of bank entities, right?
Yes.
So, are you using one of them? I'm one of those. I mean, the digital services of bank entity.
To be honestly,
I haven't used it.
You haven't used it.
Yeah.
Okay. How about the account of bank entity? Do you have any account of bank
No, I'm
entity?
not. No.
Oh, so you are not a customer of bank entity.
Yeah, because I'm a student for the first time in university.
You mean you don't have any account in bank entity? So how you can get the computation if you don't have any account?
I have read many information about the account that has been developed by bank entity.
No, I mean one of the requirements of to follow this computation that you have to open a new account. Isn't it right?
Oh yeah.
So it means you have an account.
Yes.
So what kind of account? Yeah, the namely of the account.
Flobamora. Bank entity
Yeah.
Flobamora.
Okay, okay. Flobamora, right? So you speak fluently about, or you promote fluently about bank entity. So you should have an account, or you should support about bank entity itself, right? Okay. Helena, before you follow this competition, what do you know about bank entity at the moment?
Yes.
Before you follow the competition, you are not the customer of bank entity. So what do you know about bank entity so far? Out of the text, I mean, out of the speech, out of the text.
Okay. For me, Bank NTT is a regional development bank for the East Nusa Tenggara, and this bank is so help the East Nusa Tenggara people because all the programs that over by Bank NTT is so interesting, and features so easy to use by the people in East Nusa Tenggara, and the people in East Nusa Tenggara don't miss technology.
Okay, how about the people around you? How's the effect of MDT for the people around you?
Bank NTT give a positive impact for the people around me from Bank NTT, because Bank NTT helps the communities of the people around me to use the features over to make many transactions with the features that has been over. Thank you.
Okay, Helena, thank you very much. Thanks for the answer. You're doing good today. Thank you.
Thank you, Katresi and Helena. And we move to number 4. Apriana Kartini Dumut, Unika Santo Paulus Ruteng. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you so much for the opportunity that's given to me. My name is Apriana Kartini Dumut. Allow me to express my heart of gratitude that to God the Almighty who allows us to present through this Zoom meeting. I'm going to deliver to you my speech with the title, Bank NTT Sustaining the Economic Growth Throughout the Pandemic through digital service. Ladies and gentlemen, Bank NTT was founded in Kupang on July 16, 1962. Since then, they commit themselves creatively in participating for the development of Nusa Tenggara Timur province. Recently, they were celebrating the 60 years of service. We all know that they must have been going through ups and downs in their service, but it doesn't matter. The joys and satisfactions are more present after looking at the improvement of their process of their journey throughout these 60 years of service. Ladies and gentlemen, every foundation have their life purpose to keep them pushed through throughout the journey. And Bank NTT, with their purpose and their objectives of establishing of this bank is to encounter age, religion, economic growth, and religion development in all fields in order to improve the standard of living of the community as well as one source of revenue of the original religion itself. Ladies and gentlemen, what I want to underline to you at this moment is how Bank NTT is sustaining economic growth throughout the pandemic through digital service. We all face the situation of pandemic COVID-19, which challenged us a lot. And Bank NTT was trying to present themselves creatively to such one I can mention to you at this point is mobile banking. How the worries of the society during this time, during this pandemic, was truly disturbed them a lot, such as how to pay their electricity bills, how to pay their water, how to buy the quota, since the requirement of the government was quite strict for us to limit the transactions in public service. And Bank NTT was present to answer to this needs to the society. And the people was able to the mobile banking to pay all the kinds of bills through these applications of mobile banking. So thank you so much for the presence of Bank NTT who helping for sustaining the economic growth throughout the pandemic through this application. I can say that they are one of the first frontliners that who help the sustaining the economic growth throughout this pandemic because they face the situation and they face the need of the people, which was truly challenging at this time. So I give thanks to the presence of Bank NTT who sustaining the economic growth throughout this pandemic, especially in our province NTT. So they truly break the limits, and the pandemic couldn't able to stop them to render their service what they can do to the public and to the society, especially in NTT. Ladies and gentlemen, what I want to say that whatever foundation, whatever company that we are going one in hand to pursue for the development of our country, especially in the context of our Nusa Tenggara Timur province. So I'm delivering to you while I'm being aware that you may know much of me, of their products, or even you are involved directly to their agents, but I'm talking to you with the simple that I know about this Bank NTT. That may my speech also, not only to give them appreciation or to point out to you what they have done, but may this also awaken in your heart the awareness, attentiveness to looking to the needs of the society, especially for the development of our East Nusa Tenggara Timur province, the development of our country, and to the further big for the development of the world. So thank you so much for your attentive listening. May this speech also help you to be attentive also to the needs of, and to render your service whatever you can do for the better of NTT. Thank you so much. I'm Apriana Kartinumut from Unika Santo Paulus Ruteng. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Apriani, how are you this morning?
Finally, I'm happy I delivered my speech.
Good to know about that. Do you have any account with Bank NTT?
Yeah, recently I opened with my position. We are not actually allowed, but since I'm studying, we are allowed. I'm having the bank account that is Tabungan Klobamura Bank NTT.
Okay, why you are not allowed to have an account?
Before I'm a religious, I'm a sister, so we have only one econom that is for all the transactions, all the data information that I got also from her. that all the transactions need to be through her. But since I'm studying, I opened the bank account for me to only to pay my school fee and for other transactions for my needs of studies. Thank you.
Okay, and so I should call you a sister. Well, you're like a nun, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Apriyani, when you open your bank account, did you do it digitally or how did you do it?
Okay, actually, Bank NTT is help us to be more easier for our payment of school fee. They are open at our campus, exactly at the right side of our campus. So I was doing it directly to customers in one of the Bank NTT at our campus, and it was quite easy. They helped me to go through it. Thank you.
Okay, and when you that's good to know about that. And now, how do you access to your account? Do you have any mobile application?
Yeah, honestly, I'm not using that mobile account, but I'm using the one that's manual for me. Because for me, again, I said with my position at this time as a sister, I need the bills. I need the bills, so I can install actually the application. It's easy, but I need the bills that printed out for my report at the end of the month to our economy.
So you need to print it out your account balance at the end of the month, and then give the report to your econom. So regarding to print it out your account balance, do you have any suggestion for bank entity to make it easier for you during pandemic?
Actually, during the pandemic, actually it has been easy for me because the president of Bank NTT is just at my campus, so I just go there and ask to print out. That's finished.
Okay, so it's quite fast and responsive.
Yes, because as soon as I pay or I do the transaction directly, also at the same hour I'm doing the transaction, the bill also will be printed out. I can actually access to my mobile, Android, but since the paper, they have special bills which I cannot afford in our community, so I need to go direct to the customer.
Sorry, what special bill you're talking about?
For example, if I pay the school fee through the Bank NTT, because they are present also to help our campus to pay our school fee, we are not need to come directly to this place, but it is their present at our campus. So after I do the transaction paying my school fees, so the bills will be also come out how much I render my school fees.
Okay. All right, and let's be a little bit critical about bank entity, and then don't be afraid about, because it will Tracy in here. But do you have any suggestion or critics for them?
Or critics? Okay, I just from my point of view, actually they have doing a lot of this, doing a lot for us, especially for my context as a student. Also in the society, I have found them doing kind of micro business or micro credit. They're been through it, especially what requirement of our governor now is to sustain the economic growth in our province. One of the things actually they have done is how to lift it as the economic is to support the living of the people, especially for the products, local products like tenun, songke, or whatever design. So they're on the kind of process, and one of my point of critical was about that. But actually, when I was reading about their journey, I found that they have been doing it. They have doing that. They allow the people to borrow some amount of money. They allow the people to borrow some money, or people they can sell their products. They buy the products, and people can post it as much as they can, and they can get the benefit. So that is one thing.
Okay.
So what I want to, from my point,
okay, Bu Apriyana, I got your point. Apriyana, I got your point, but thank you very much. Since our time is up, you can probably chat more to Bank NTT about that. Thanks a lot. Nice to meet you.
Thank you, Kak Reni and Apriyana. Okay, we move to number 5. Emerenciana Voe, Universitas Flores. Time is yours.
Good morning, everyone. May I introduce myself? My name is Emerenciana Voe, and I'm from Flores University. First, we should be grateful to Almighty God for His blessing, so we can gather here and celebrate the Bank NTT Meriah Sekali program. Looking at so many people here and how is our condition right now, this condition, speech contest, long distance person, I guess, this condition reminded me of a dear failure of 2 years ago, to be exact in 2020. Talking about 2020, no one expected that the announcement about can clearly remember all of the happiness shown on people's face when the statement was released by the government that day. For a while, we could take a rest and gathering with our families from tiring jobs and activities, but the happiness changed to being a terror. One by one, the person who we knew and loved took a rest forever. We were also getting forced to stay away from each other, and extrovert being an extrovert being introvert and introvert being antisocial, yeah, something like that. And there was no more celebrating day for our big day ceremony. 2 weeks holiday changed to being 3 years full of worry. In this situation, who can we blame? Coronavirus, of course. Coronavirus came when everyone had already had and destroyed almost everything. Coronavirus, well known as COVID-19, made a significant impact to almost all around the world. One of them is the economy. As we know, the economy has a vital role for us. We do the activity of the economy to fulfill our needs, or we can say that the economy will always be a part of our life. But now we have a war with Corona. What can we do? Okay, guys, maybe some of you are like that, but we are in a digital era, aren't we? We can do anything. Everything is possible in this era. Maybe we were all shocked and panicked at the beginning, but with the advance in technology, we can solve our problems together. We even can hold this problem with the power of gadgets and the internet. Ladies and gentlemen, to face our case, our government also makes an effort so that we keep doing our activities, especially in economy. Economic institutes also play a role in doing financial things. One of them is Bank NTT. And in East Nusa Tenggara, it has founded Nusa Tenggara. STEM then 69 years prove that Bank NTT is credible and can compete with other banks. In this pandemic era, Bank NTT keeps providing their service to the customers with still obeying the healthy protocol. Following the advance in technology, Bank NTT also has alternatives for their customers, like ATM, mobile banking, NTT and more. You can find any features and online application combined with the service of Bank NTT that can be accessed anytime and anywhere without visiting the bank. Besides, Bank NTT has some sellers who collaborate with them to provide payment using digital money and provide banking services for the people in the area who are a little hard to access banking service, make it more simple, safe, and accessible. With all the facilities and technologies that Bank NTT give for us, that horrible dream seems to be a sweet dream. Bank NTT can give their service easily, and we are, as the customers, can access money anywhere, anytime. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us stand together, build East Nusa Tenggara, and hoping for a better future by trusting Bank NTT today, tomorrow, and always. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Emerenciana. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, thank you for the nice speech. I would like to start a question with the very basic questions, okay? So what program are you joining right now?
Okay, right now I'm joining program Bank NTT Maria Sekali.
Okay, is Maria sekali or ramai sekali?
I'm sorry, it's Ramai Sekali.
Ramai sekali, okay. Okay, the next thing also, you mentioned about the program Ramai sekali is actually to celebrate or to commemorate the birthday of Bank NTT, okay? Yeah, and then in your speech you said, how old is Bank NTT this year?
69 years.
69?
Yes.
69 years old. It means that Bank NTT was established in?
Incredible, and can compete with other banks.
Okay. When was Bank NTT established?
When Bank NTT is when this pandemic era, Bank NTT can give their services and can.
Okay, thank you, Marisha. Bank NTT was established in July 1960, okay? So now this year, Bank NTT is 60 years old. Okay, I think you have to read more about that. Okay, the next question is, do you know any services or what are the kinds of services provided by Bank NTT for the people of NTT or for all customers?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
I would like you to mention different kinds of services, banking services provided by Bank NTT.
Okay, different kind of services of Bank NTT. One of them is the services that held in the area who little hard to access banking service without visiting the bank.
Okay, that is only one kind, one small kind, okay, using the digital banking services. But actually, if you could talk a little bit broader, what are any kinds of services provided by the bank?
Talking about product, one of them is NTT Base. It is an application product from Bank NTT that can be installed in Play Store. There services in payment, buying, checking money balance, and more.
Okay, thank you. You mentioned a little bit about the mobile banking. Do you know what is the name of the mobile banking services offered by Bank NTT?
It named Bepung Mobile.
Bepung Mobile, okay. What do you use Bepung Mobile for?
For transfer money, check my balance, and buying or cashing.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Emerisiana. Good luck with your study. Nice talking to you this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pak Alexius and Emirenciana. And we move to number 6, Sri Nunung Abdul Ghani, Universitas Flores. Time is yours.
Good morning, all the judges, and good morning, the Master of Ceremony. Let me introduce myself. My name is Sri Nunung Abdul Ghani, and you can call me Nunung. I'm from Flores University. Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable English Lecturer of Nusa Tenggara University, Mrs. Junita Rani Bani Bilan Aspidi, Magister Linguistic, the Honorable Dr. Alexius Madar, MED, as English Lecturer of Widya Mandira Kupang University, and the Honorable ones, Mrs. Tracy Diani Mudin as all the staff, and especially my dear beloved friends. Let me to say thank you for this opportunity to deliver my speech in this nice day about saving money. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, if we have the habit of saving money, this will give us a lot of advantages. But this is not easy. Most of us know that it's important to save money, but we let ourselves be by everything that interests us, and we don't have good. This can affect our future. Therefore, I would like to give you my view on the advantages of saving money for teenagers. Dear audience, by saving money, we can have the possibility of enjoying happy financial future and reach our plans and goals. What do I mean by this? People who save from a very young age can aspire to a better financial future. Although saving requires certain sacrifices after several years of savings and set aside our money, we can enjoy better conditions in the future. One of the main advantages of saving is that it allows us to carry out many of our plans and reach our goals. When we want to acquire a certain newest gadget with high price, we can use our savings to buy it. Or we can also use our savings to pay for our school fee in our dream school. So it's always necessary to save. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, another advantage is that it can train us to be disciplined. Great discipline can help us to achieve our goals. As you know, it's not always so easy to save money. But the habit of saving encourages self-discipline because we don't make some correct expenses to have better benefits in the future. This requires a great deal of will, and this will give us a lot of access to other personal goals. My beloved friends, the next advantage will be no need to borrow. We all know that there are many shops that offer multiple alternatives to pay now and pay later and buy later, the so-called credit. But one of the great benefits is that of saving is that we can pay cash. Therefore, we have no need to borrow to achieve our goals. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, now that we have the reason for savings and the importance of creating an emergency fund, it's time to develop our savings plan. The savings plan, serves as a guide to meet our individual and family financial goals. This develop of savings plan, we can keep track of our income and expenses. This will give us allows us to analyze our savings capacity. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, I have explained before, saving is that a habit of indispensable habit to enjoy a good health for financial freedom in the future. But it might be made clear that it's not easy to say when you don't have the habit. At the beginning, it can be complicated. It becomes complicated, and you must be safe. I think, come on, save your money for your future. I think that's all that I can say for this short speech. Thank you for your attention. I hope it can be beneficial for us. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam, Sri. So, how do I call you, Sri or Nunu?
Nunung.
Nunung. Okay, that's a sweet name, Nunung. Okay, Nunung, in your speech, you're talking about saving money, right? Okay, saving money. So how about yourself? How you manage your money or your financial?
Okay, thank you for the chance. Alhamdulillah, now I can manage my money with saving money, and in my home, exactly in my bedroom, I have many more of saving money. Like I use buy my money. I use target savings form of my money. It's many more. Like from the coin, coin, logam, and the high money that I saving.
Where are you saving your money?
I save my money in a manual in my room, in my bedroom exactly. I don't use account like bank NTT because I'm so sorry so much. My father that use bank NTT account. I'm just saving money with manual.
You means you don't have any account in any banks?
I have any account like BRI, but not in bank NTT.
Okay, why?
Just used for transferring, not used to saving my money on that.
Okay, so you call that you don't have any account in bank entity. Only your father has it.
Right.
Okay, why? Why not bank entity?
I don't know exactly, but I think maybe just only my father that know that.
Okay.
To easy our conditions, maybe our life, I think.
Okay, Nunu, thank you very much for the answer. I can tell you that you already have an account now because you follow the competition. Then you has one account in bank entity. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Nunu.
Thank you, Katresi and Nunung. And we move to number 7, Renanta Linggar Mansula. Universitas Nusa Cendana. Time is yours. Number 7, Renata Linggar Mansula, Universitas Nusa Cendana. Time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, salve, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya. Thank you for the time that given to me. Let's live our gratitude to the Almighty God. Because of His guidance, we are granted a grace of life. Let me introduce myself to you all. My name is Renata Linggar Mansula. I am one of students of Nusa Cendana University, especially in Accounting Department of Economic Business Faculty. Honorable judges, ladies and gentlemen, the theme of this speech is harmonizing Bank NTT service in digital innovation to accelerate financial inclusion in pandemic era. So, I choose the topic entitled is Bepom Mobile Bank NTT can make it easy. Dear audience, before presently this speech detailing, first we have to know about monetary inclusion. Based on the regulation of President number 82, the year of 2016, about national strategy of inclusive monetary, that is a EU session in which every community has access to formal monetary service that has quality, on time, efficient, secure, with sufficient fund based on each need and capability. The community that are priority to get monetary access is the community that have low income, small and medium enterprise actor, disabled, student, and young. The question is why monetary inclusion emphasized in the speech, based on its meaning that monetary inclusion is a condition which every community has access to monetary service, that it is important for community that have low income. However, monetary inclusion is still difficult to be accessed by the community, or there are still many challenges or problems to access monetary service. Otherwise, community have a big number of needs that need monetary service. What are challenges or problems of monetary service? The first one is transition of manual payment transaction to digital or electronic payment, or we call non-cash. And the second is access to saving account. And the third is access in credit of community. And the last is access to insurance. Even there are many challenges in monetary inclusion. However, Bank NTT is able to overcome those challenges by using the application of M-Banking. The name is Bepom Mobile Bank NTT. This application can also help community in the era of pandemic. This application is facilitate the community to have electronic transaction wherever without cash. With this application, community or customer can transferring money payment with QRIS in department store and in markets. By using QRIS, the customer is facilitated in payment transaction is only by scanning barcode easily and comfortable. Bank NTT provide an interesting offer to customer that every electronic payment either by using debit card with EDC machine and by using in department store. And in department store, customer can exchange their product in available spot and will be served by Bank NTT staff. An advantage, QRIS is not only payment for payment transaction in mall or in department store, but available in markets, which is all seller in markets that can make transaction with QRIS. With Bepom Mobile Bank NTT, customer will be helper if they want to propose credit in Bank NTT. Bank NTT provide a credit which is named Credit Merdeka. This credit is easily accessed through the application of Bepom Mobile Bank NTT. The customer can open the application link and they may propose credit digitally. After that, they may get their proposed credit in Bank NTT. Besides that, Bank NTT facilitates the customer to open account because it provides facility like machine that are easily accessed by customer. By using SDS machine, customers are easily to open account in Bank NTT. And by using smart teller, customers are easily to have transaction and it can minimize the use of the papers. Bank NTT can foster monetary inclusion in the era of pandemic. It provides digital or electronic access wherever and whenever. Even in the era of pandemic, monetary access remain applied with Bank NTT mobile banking. The name is Bepom Mobile Bank NTT. That's all from me. Thank you for your kind attention to my speech. I'm sorry if there is any word and my behavior that unpleasing you all. That's all from me. Good morning. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom. Om Swastiastu. Namo Buddhaya.
Thank you, Renata. Okay, looks like we lost her. Okay. Hello, Renata. You're back.
Hello, Miss Ray.
Yes, hello. Nice to meet you, Renata. Renata, just wondering about you talk the shifting or the change from cash to non-cash. And you also talk about what's happened in traditional market. So I'm going to wrap it up and put it in a one sentence question. What do you think, or what are the challenges happen when the shifting from cash to non-cash, especially in traditional market?
Okay, thank you for the question, Miss. I will answer this question. Maybe the challenge are the problem for community to transition to digital electronic transaction. Maybe the problem or the challenges is no Okay, sorry, judges, I have a bad connection.
Yeah, keep on going, Renata. What are the challenges?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I think the challenge is not all of community have a smartphone or have this application, because not all of community have this application or not all of community have a smartphone, and not all of them have this application. So it's a challenge for the community to transition the transaction from cash to digital transaction.
Okay, that's the first challenges. What is the second challenges? What if the community or the vendors in the traditional market, or even the buyers, have traditional phone, have a mobile phone and able to do the transaction? Hi, Renata,
Yes.
did you hear my last question?
Sorry, Miss, can you
Okay, right. What if the vendors and the buyers have the smartphone and it allows or permit them to do the digital transaction, but they're still unable to do it? What do you think
sorry,
of that?
Miss?
Okay, what if the vendor and the buyer, they have the smartphone and and everything permit them to do the transaction? Is there any possible challenge that might happen?
Okay,
Is there still any problem even though the buyer or the community have a mobile phone to do digital transaction?
maybe when the people or the community don't have smartphone or this application, they can use.
Okay, Renata. Renata, I think our time is up, but thank you very much for keep trying even though you have connection problem in your side. Okay, thank you very much. Hello, and thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Kareni and Renanta. Okay, judges, before we move to the next participant, we will take 5-minute breaks, so enjoy your break time and we will be right back.
Mengerti dan berkarya untuk berusaha pembangunan melayani lebih sungguh, dedikasi yang tinggi, hadirkan inovasi bagi tiap generasi. Bank NTT membangun masa depan.
Kelompok penggerak ekonomi rakyat, gali potensi daerah, dikembangkan produktif, intermediasi bank optimal maksimal, meningkatkan PAD, loba murah sejahtera.
Kami bertumbuh dengan sehat, kami Bank NTT, kami kuat dan terpercaya. Kami bank yang cerdas dan kreatif, untuk NTT maju. Bersama Bank NTT, kita bangkit bersama.
Hey Mamma Mia, sungguh cantik dan menawan, bikin sapu hati nyaman. Oh, saya salah tingkah, lihat kamu gaya-gaya, sungguh manis tak tergoda. Oh,
Kine verrà una lenghe, come lo che papua na mente. Kine verrà e pagara, aku mi apini na nege.
Mengerti dan berkarya untuk berusaha pembangunan melayani lebih sungguh, dedikasi yang tinggi, hadirkan inovasi bagi tiap generasi. Bank NTT membangun masa depan.
Kelompok penggerak ekonomi rakyat, intermediasi bank optimal maksimal, balik ke BAD loba murah sejahtera.
Kami bertumbuh dengan sehat, kami Bank NTT, kami kuat dan terpercaya, kami bank yang cerdas dan kreatif, NTT maju bersama Bank NTT, kita bangkit bersama.
Selamat datang di Smart Branch Bank NTT. Bank NTT mempersembahkan kepada seluruh nasabah dan masyarakat NTT cara terbaru di dunia perbankan yang memberikan pengalaman terbaru bagi Anda dalam bertransaksi. Smart Teller System adalah layanan yang melayani pembukaan rekening baru sekaligus kartu ATM dengan hanya melakukan verifikasi pada nomor induk kependudukan nasabah. Nasabah secara mandiri dapat melakukan transaksi layanan perbankan dengan Smart Branch System. Layanan Kioski memberikan inisiasi dan simulasi pinjaman nasabah pada Smart Branch secara real-time. Cash Recycle Machine merupakan layanan yang dapat memfasilitasi nasabah untuk bisa melakukan setor tunai, tarik tunai, pembayaran, pembelian, dan transfer. Kenyamanan dan kemudahan nasabah dalam mengakses jasa layanan perbankan menjadi hal yang utama bagi Bank NTT dalam melayani nasabah dan seluruh masyarakat NTT. Smart Branch Bank NTT merupakan sebuah komitmen Bank NTT menjadi super smart bank untuk NTT maju. Bertransaksi di Bank NTT adalah partisipasi nyata membangun NTT. Bank NTT melayani lebih sungguh.
Digital Agen Bank NTT. Daftarkan diri Anda untuk menjadi agen digital Bank NTT lewat program Dia Bisa. Segera buka tabungan Flowomora Dia Bisa dan aktifkan mobile banking Bank NTT sebagai fasilitas agen Dia Bisa dalam bertransaksi. Dia Bisa adalah solusi terbaru bisnis dan keuangan Anda dengan sharing fee yang pastinya menguntungkan. Dengan Dia Bisa, Anda dapat melakukan pembayaran tagihan telepon, TV berlangganan, BPJS Kesehatan, dan Samsat online. Anda pun dapat melakukan pembelian pulsa dan pembelian voucher listrik. Segera daftarkan diri Anda untuk menjadi agen digital Bank NTT. Kalau Dia Bisa, kamu juga pasti bisa. Menabung di Bank NTT sama dengan membangun NTT. Program ini terdaftar dan diawasi oleh Otoritas Jasa Keuangan.
Proses pembayaran menggunakan kris Bank NTT di aplikasi Bepo Mobile Bank NTT. Sekarang pembayaran dan pembelian apa saja menjadi lebih mudah dengan menggunakan kris Bank NTT dengan aplikasi Bepo Mobile Bank NTT. Buka aplikasi Bepo Mobile Bank NTT, login dengan cara input nomor handphone dan password. Pada menu utama, pilih lambang kris. Muncul kamera aktif, kemudian arahkan pada barcode kris yang tersedia di merchant atau dengan cara tanpa tatap muka, yaitu memilih barcode yang sudah tersimpan di handphone dengan cara pilih lambang galeri foto pada sudut kiri atas. Setelah itu, akan muncul nama merchant dan input nominal bayar, pilih centang, dan pilih selanjutnya. Setelah muncul nama merchant, pilih sumber dana. Akan muncul semua jenis tabungan atau giro Bank NTT yang dimiliki nasabah. Pilih salah satu yang dijadikan sumber dana untuk melakukan transaksi. Melakukan konfirmasi detail pembayaran, pilih konfirmasi. Input PIN dan pilih centang. Memperoleh bukti transaksi berhasil dan dapat membagikannya dengan cara memilih lambang share atau dengan memilih screenshot untuk melakukan tangkapan layar.
Bertransaksi di Bank NTT adalah partisipasi nyata membangun NTT. Bank NTT melayani lebih sungguh.
Mengerti dan berkarya untuk usaha bank moral melayani lebih sungguh. Dedikasi yang tinggi, hadirkan inovasi bagi tiap generasi. Bank NTT membangun masa depan.
Kelompok penggerak ekonomi rakyat, gali potensi daerah, dikembangkan produktif, intermediasi bank optimal maksimal, meningkatkan PAD, loba murah sejahtera.
Kami bertumbuh dengan sehat, kami Bank NTT. Kami kuat dan terpercaya. Kami bank yang cerdas dan kreatif. NTT padu bersama Bank NTT. Kita bangkit bersama.
Maju dalam visi misi, mengedukasi, kenalkan inovasi. Kami hadir melayani lebih sungguh. Mari bersama kita wujudkan mimpi.
Selalu dekat, selalu ada. Berikan kemudahan, penghimpun dan penyalur. Krediti masyarakat, gerakan ekonomi. Hentaskan kemiskinan. Bank NTT tetap maju, tetap jaya.
Kelompok penggerak ekonomi rakyat, gali potensi daerah, dikembangkan produktif, intermediasi bank optimal maksimal, meningkatkan PAD, loba murah sejahtera.
Kami bertumbuh dengan sehat, kami Bank NTT. Kami kuat dan terpercaya. Kami bank yang cerdas dan kreatif. NTT padu bersama Bank NTT. Kita bangkit bersama.
Welcome back to English Speech Competition program Ramai Sekali Bank NTT 2022. Okay, judges and all the participants, let's continue to number 8. Meliani Ngongo, Universitas Nusa Cendana. Time is yours.
First of all, am I audible? Okay. Okay, thank you. I'll start my speech in 3, 2, 1. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Swastiastu, Om Santi, Om Shalom to all of us. Imagine if in Indonesia there were no banks. What will happen to Indonesia's national economy? Imagine that the bank's performance doesn't develop or that is more advanced from time to time. Imagine if you were a bank director. Imagine that during a pandemic, we can't make any transactions because there are no digital service developed from the bank. See, all these things seem impossible in real life, but all that can happen if there are no service innovation developed from the bank. The Honorable of Adjudicators, my name is Meliani Ngongo. I'm a student of the English Education Study Program from Nusa Cendana University, and today I will talk about Bank NTT's digital application service saving its customer during the pandemic era. In our daily life, we all know that the bank is a familiar institution and can't even be separated from our survival. Banks are financial institutions that are used to store both current accounts, time deposits, and savings. And inadvertently, we also begin to feel how important the role of the bank itself. So that is natural for many people to join as customer of a bank. One of the banking businesses in Indonesia is Bank NTT. I want to ask a question to those of you who are on Zoom today. Have you become one of the customer of Bank NTT? Are there any benefits that are felt while being a customer of Bank NTT? Judging from my expression and situation, I know that some of you, not all you, are not yet customer of Bank NTT and haven't even experienced the benefits of being a customer of Bank NTT. Am I right? Say bear with me. See, as one of the customers of Bank NTT, I believe that there is something undeniably special about being a part of the customers of Bank NTT. Becoming a customer of a bank is quite easy, but if you are experiencing obstacles from the banking service system, the customer will automatically experience a slight loss. As is happening now, where the country of Indonesia is hit by the COVID-19 virus outbreak, which requires people to carry out PPKM, or in other words, not to do activities outside the home and only do activities inside the home or work from home. This certainly has a negative impact on several business sectors. Several business sectors have been affected by the COVID-19 virus outbreak, including the banking sector. The outbreak of the COVID-19 virus has forced people and institutions to change their lifestyle and behavior so far. So to keep the banking sector running smoothly during the pandemic, banks must use creative and innovative digital strategies. The situation made Bank NTT come up with a good idea, that is launching a digital service system through an application that is easier, faster, and safer. Bank NTT has also prepared a roadmap for digital transformation. The President Director of Bank NTT, Mr. Hari Alexander Ryuko, also said this during the celebration of the 60th anniversary of Bank NTT, that Bank NTT would unite with the global and digital world to become a foreign and change bank. The digital application service launched by Bank NTT during the pandemic were Kris and also Bepung Mobile. This is done by Bank NTT to answer customer needs for easy, fast, and secure online banking service. Digital application service are product diversification to answer the challenges and changing needs of customer behavior. Kris and Bepung Mobile. Kris stands for Quick Response Code Indonesian Standard. Kris is an effort by Bank NTT for all companies that use digital payment technology such as GoPay, OVO, Dana, Link, and so on. Kris is also a digital payment technology whose users have increased to 3.64 million businesses in 2020. Kris is very useful for businesses and consumers. There is easier transaction, various payment options, can reduce fraud, and are practically monitored and analyzed. Next is Bepung Mobile. Bank NTT presents the BI Fast feature in the Bepung Mobile application. BI Fast allows customers to enjoy faster, safer, and cheaper internal and interbank transfer process. The most limit for BI Fast transfers is 250 million rupiah. The advantage of the BI Fast service is the speed of payment times, which is around 25 seconds. The two forms of digital application service that have been delivered early are a form of digital innovation developed by Bank NTT to create a smooth and healthy transaction process in the pandemic era. Bank NTT must be able to adapt to the condition of the COVID-19 virus pandemic by implementing a new strategy with good performance. I wish that Bank NTT will be able to become a lever for national economic growth in the new normal era. I hope you guys enjoy my speech, and I know I've made a lot of mistakes, but then again, I'm only human, so I figured it all out. That's all my speech, and thank you for your attention.
Okay, thank you very much, Melanie. How are you?
I'm good, thank you, sir.
Okay, in your speech, you ask questions to us who are in this Zoom meeting. Okay? You ask, have you become one of the customers of Bank NTT? Now I want to ask the same question to you. Are you one of the customers of Bank NTT?
Yes, I am the customer of Bank NTT.
Okay, good. What are the benefits that you felt as being as a customer of Bank NTT?
First of all, the benefit that I have felt is the fast transaction. So when we are in ATM machine, when we want to do a transaction in ATM machine, and we are in a long queue, it's not a big problem for us because the transaction for every person is very fast because the good transaction and good performance by Bank NTT.
So are you talking that you are as the customer, you are using the ATM service of Bank NTT? Is that what you are saying?
Yes, sir.
So, but other banks have ATM also.
Can you say it again, your question, sir?
Okay, you said that you are using the ATM service from the Bank of NTT, okay?
Yes.
But you know that other banks also have ATM services. Why the ATM service of Bank NTT is more beneficial for you?
Thank you for the attention. As my experience, I have another bank. I am a customer of another bank, but I think I more likely to be a customer of Bank NTT because the fast transaction. In another bank, I ever experienced that the transaction is so slow, so I can't do the transaction, and I think that's all, sir.
Okay, so you said because the queue at Bank NTT ATM is shorter than the queue at the ATM of other banks. Okay, Melania, you mentioned also about what the mission of Bank NTT, according to the President Director of Bank NTT, Mr. Ribukaho, that Bank NTT is said to be a foreign exchange bank. I hope you understand what is meant by foreign exchange bank. But my question is really, what will be the implication for the local people of NTT when Bank of NTT becomes the foreign exchange bank? The implication, what will, because it is not foreign exchange bank yet, but later on, according to the mission of Bank NTT, it will become a foreign exchange bank. What will be the implication to the local people of NTT?
To make
Okay, or you can maybe you can just explain what is the meaning of a foreign exchange bank.
I mean bank devisa, sir.
Yeah, okay. It means that the transaction will involve the people not only from NTT but also from big business, not only from other parts of Indonesia, maybe from foreign big companies. Okay.
Yes.
So if it is like that, do you think that will bring benefits to the people of NTT?
Yes, I think it will bring benefits. So
yeah. How it will be good for the people of NTT?
Because Bank NTT will be known in another.
Okay. Our time is up. Actually, if more big companies invest their money in Bank NTT, there will be more capital available at the Bank of NTT to help the people of NTT province. Okay, that is the connection, the implication. Okay, thank you very much, Melanie, for your speech. Good luck with your study. Say hello to Ibu Reni.
Hi, Miss.
Ibu Reni, yeah, your tanta.
Yes. Hi, Miss.
Hello, Melania. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ibu Ani.
Thank you, Pa Alexius and Meliani. Okay, we move to number 9, Gradiana Stella Maris, Universitas Flores. Time is yours.
Good morning, all of the judges. Thank you for the chance that given to me. Let me introduce myself. My name is Gradiana Stella Maris Mudandua. I came from Flores University. First, praise and gratitude we pray to the presence of God Almighty because of His blessings and His gifts, so that we can attend and gather here in good health. On this occasion, I will deliver a speech with the theme, Bank NTT Break the Limits Pandemic Can Stop Us. As we know, that citizens around the world, including Indonesia, are being affected by the COVID-19 outbreak from the last 2019 until now. During the COVID-19 pandemic, many of us are experiencing difficulties, either because of the outbreak of the disease or others. Ladies and gentlemen, this virus is very dangerous, so its impact can be felt in various parts of the world. The COVID-19 pandemic has affected various sectors of human life. For example, the learning process at all the levels of education, which has drastic changes. The impact that was most felt was the weakening of the economic sector, especially in Indonesia. One of the provinces in Indonesia that is also feeling the impact is our province, is Nusa Tenggara. The impact of this pandemic has resulted in many workers by laid off because the workplace cannot provide decent wages for the workers. So the only way is to lay the workers. The NTT provincial government has tried to break the chain of the spread of COVID-19 by providing a policy of working from home. Ladies and gentlemen, in the midst of the economic difficulties experienced by community, one thing that is of concern is the presence of bank entity with new features. In the midst of pandemic that hit the whole country, bank entity comes with better performance. The condition of bank entity remains safe in the midst of the outbreak of COVID-19. Bank entity took a very good opportunity during the pandemic period by starting to increase digital-based products for customers to access so that every customer can get satisfactory service during the pandemic online. Bank entity does not hesitate to make new innovation in improving their performance as a financial service institution for the entity community. Ladies and gentlemen, currently the entity bank has launched many new features and products that can help the people of entity in transacting. Bank entity also presents many products that can be used easily by housewives, civil servants, students, and also retirees. The products launched by bank entity will make it easier for the public, especially for the housewife, civil servant, student, retirees, to save and also to open a business as one of the first steps to overcome economic difficulties amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Ladies and gentlemen, therefore, we are trying together to fight this COVID-19 pandemic. Let's break down the walls that limit us from expressing various innovations in order to achieve in prosperous life. Let's together improve the quality of society. Together with the bank entity, we destroy the boundaries The pandemic can stop us. Finally, I apologize profusely if there are words and sentences that are less pleasing and not worthy of being heard by all of you. That's my short speech. For your attention, thank you and good morning.
Thank you, Gradiana Stella Maris. Okay, hello, Gradiana. How are you today?
Hey, I'm good, thank you. I'm a little bit nervous.
It's okay. You did it good. So,
thank you.
Who's around you right now? I mean, your teachers, your lecturers, or your friends is around you right now?
My friends, the participant of the competition.
Oh, okay, the other participants, you mean? Okay, so Gradia. So may I call you Gradia or Stella?
Stella, miss.
Stella, okay. Good. Stella, you're talking about the product of Bank NTT, especially for housewife. civil
Yes,
servants, and retirees. Can you give us explain about the products? I mean, one by one, maybe for housewife, what's the product a match to a housewife, and how about the civil servants and the retirees? Maybe the housewives first, please. Thank you.
Thank you for the question, Miss. The first is housewives. The product for housewives. Housewife, they are just in home, right? They are just in home and no bank entity, bank entity. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit nervous. Bank entity launch the products for the housewife, like mobile banking for housewife to use to order data pools, maybe electric token that can use to build a business data pools, business electric token for housewife.
Oh, okay. So it's make it easier to the housewife to not have to out of home and then to buy some electricity bill, to payment. You don't have to outside or go out from the home. You can access it from home. Is that what you mean? Okay, it's good. How about the civil servants? What's the product provided by Bank NTT?
Civil servants, it's maybe civil servant like a teacher, a teacher. I give example a teacher. Yes. They can using home ownership loan.
Yeah.
Yes. Can use multiply proposed credit.
You mean there is a special loan for the civil servant?
Yes.
Yeah. So I tell you, the name of the product is Credit Multiguna.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, it's good. So how about the retires?
Retires, because my grandfather is a retirement. He used bank entity too, and he has retirement savings. He has retirement savings.
Good. You know the name of retirement product or retirement saving? Is the product of Mr. Adi and Mr. Roy there? Okay, the name of the product is Tanun. Okay, have you ever heard about Tanun?
Yes.
Yes, Tanun is tabungan pensiun Bank NTT. Okay. Okay, you can promote to your grandfather and the fellows. Okay.
Yes, Miss.
Okay, it's a good answer. Thank you very much, Stella.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day too. Good morning, Miss.
Thank you, Katresi and Gradiana. We move to number 10. Emmanuel Kosat, Universitas Airlangga. Time is yours. Number 10, Emmanuel Kosat, Universitas Airlangga. Time is yours.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, I can hear you. You can start your speech now. Time is yours.
Thank you very much. Go, sustainability. Bravo, bank entity. Bank entity breaks the limits. Sisters and brothers, have you ever seen a person with the spirit like this? Yes, I am Emmanuel Kosat as an activist student organization. My friend and I have involved with many of struggle for the entity people. Shalom, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salve. To the honorable judges, the big family of bank entity sisters and brothers who are loved by Almighty God. Ladies and gentlemen, you know Franz Seda, an Indonesian politician and economist, in the book of Power and Morals 1996, constrains that the economy is not only a market problem, but also a political problem to redistribute public service. Utilization of core business technology of bank entity as a mechanism to streamline public service and also as a strategy to promote a green and blue economy. The first benefit was proven by the president director of bank entity, Mr. Harry Alexander Ryukaho, through the Best Digital Banking 2022 awards from Investor Magazine, which also inspired Bank Sumsel Babel to conduct a comparative study with bank entity about smart banks. Therefore, I agree with the economic officer of entity, Professor Dr. Daniel Kamel said. Bank entity is currently on the right track indeed. Very right. My beloved friends. The second benefit is a strategy to promote a green and blue economic corporate culture according to the term Go Sustainability on the 60th anniversary of bank entity July 17, 2022. By utilizing digitalization in service, some manufacturing procedure can be reduced. In addition, through the best digital asset of village of bank entity, the marketing strategy become more adaptive. Sisters and brothers, critically, I observe that the other side of all digitalization and banking automation is that 30% human jobs are predicted to be lost and replaced by technology. As a result, there are two follow-up consequences. The first one is the reducing role human in the work function in banking. And the second one is the impression of bypassing dialogical relationship between humans, which are actually driven by creativity, taste, and intention. In turn, the projection of digitalization, which actually results in dehumanization. This means that there is a danger of over-reliance on the standard and procedure that enslave. Sisters and brothers, based on strategic policy, according to the 2021 East Nusa Tenggara Province, the Regional Development Bank annual report, namely reducing poverty and accelerating economic growth. The expansion of third-party funds and entity bank credit in 2022 is 41.94% and 30.33% respectively, need to be increased according to the bank business priorities to reduce 20.05 poverty in entity. So, I invite bank entity and all of us to reconstruct the digitalization policy by placing it dialectically to the potential ideal speech situation. I have also written down my idea for bank entity and disseminated them through newspaper. Finally, I propose a dictum from a critical philosopher of public policy from Germany, Jürgen Habermas, that the best way is to compromising the working paradigm into a communication paradigm to make bank entity serve more truly. Thank you very much. God bless you, and God bless bank entity.
Okay. Hello, Emmanuel.
Hello, Mrs.
Thank you very much for such enthusiastic and energetic speech this morning. Okay, Emmanuel, let's go down to the main business about the title of the topic. So what is actually does Bank NTT should do to utilize the core business of technology?
Okay, I think.
Can you please give a real example?
Okay, thank you very much for the question. I think the using digitalization in technology because of modernization, but not also that. It is a procedure to promote a concept of green and blue economy, and also as a strategy to streamline the public service. So I give a critically to the glorification on the using digitalization in banking service is that there are only staying based on the one-dimensional man. So bank entity need to compromising the working paradigm into the communication paradigm. So the technology doesn't make the dehumanization, I think.
Sorry, I think you didn't really answer my question. My real question is, what are the real examples that Bank NTT should do to utilize the business technology? Business technology.
Okay, thank you. I think there are a lot of applications from bank entity like Bepung Mobile, give information to the UMKM, Bepung Petani as a big data about agriculture, and also doing transaction with KRIS, quick standard code Indonesia, quick response standard Indonesia, and Beju Bisa, it's give the benefit for the UMKM. But sometimes the technology make the people enslaved by the procedure and standard. So the because the relation between human it is very enough.
Okay, what do you mean by enslaving? The technology. No, I understand in Indonesia, but can you explain to me can you explain that the term you cite, the technology sometimes enslave human? What you're saying in here that the digital services provided by Bank NTT enslave the customers?
Of course.
If I may assume your statement.
Of course, I think if the glorification on the technology actually based on the one-dimensional man, I think, because man, because 30% of human is replaced by technology, so the interaction, social community among the people is enough.
So what you mean that like people can't really use the digital service by Bank NTT because if they're too glorify about the digital services mean that they ignore the other human being. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, so bank entity need to compromising the working paradigm into the communication paradigm. So all of the standard and procedure in banking function doing the service, they are not enslave the community or the people in entity.
Okay, can you give me a real example of the shifting from working paradigm to communication paradigm that you mean, so Bank NTT can improve the services?
Because I think the example is many farmer in the village, they didn't use the electronic digital media, so we need to compromising the analog and digital, making it dialectically. Thank you very much.
All right. That other thing that you say last about the farmers, I think it's talking about another agricultural AI. You're talking about artificial intelligence about agricultural sector. but we need to base back to the focus about Bank NTT provide service not only for those sectors, but other sectors as well. You have to remember that. But thanks very much, Emmanuel, for your speech this morning.
Thank you very much. God bless the judges.
Thank you, Kareni and Emmanuel. Okay, we move to number 11. Maximilian Tecan Kurniawan Kerau, Binus University. Time is yours.
Imagine that you go shopping at markets, shops, stalls, and even street vendors without taking money out of your wallet. All you have to do is make payments online using the QR code or online transfer. Imagine that you don't have to queue at the water company's office anymore for monthly water payments. You just need to send the bill online via digital payment. Imagine all forms of financial transactions, such as money transfers, payments, access to capital can be done digitally, real-time, and easily. Now, in order to realize all of that, the question is, what should be done? My honorable adjudicators, my dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure and honor to be part of this very gracious moment. I am Tecan Krau. I am a student majoring global business marketing at Binus University. On this occasion, I would like to talk about why digitalization financial services is necessary and how Bank NTT responds to the changing demands of the digital era in financial transaction services to accelerate financial inclusion. Ladies and gentlemen, I like the slogan that was once expressed by the Vice President, Mr. Maruf Amin, in an audience opportunity. He said, innovate or die. It is undeniable that times have changed. We are ushered into a new era where everything is made easier and faster because of advances in internet and digital technology. As we can see that technology has made our activities easier in various fields, including in the financial sector. It is just the most that NTT people have not really felt the importance of using digital technology in financial transactions until the COVID-19 pandemic has changed people's patterns and habits in carrying out their activities. After the COVID-19 pandemic hit, who would have thought that most of us might be a bit allergic and afraid to accept other people's money? Everyone is afraid of contracting the virus, including me and some of us. And it's something normal during a pandemic. Therefore, I think the breakthrough made by Bank NTT to encourage the use of digital financial service is the best solution that can be offered to its customers, not only as a way out in overcoming limitations in the pandemic era, but also as a first step in preparing an efficient and effective digital financial ecosystem. On the other hand, the COVID-19 pandemic has actually increased public awareness of the importance of digital financial services. That is why I think this is the best moment for customers and business actors to start learning and taking advantage of digital financial services. So, this is for the smooth running of their financial transaction. Again, innovate or die. Now, I would like to invite all of us to take a look at some of the digital services that Bank NTT has provided, such as Dia Bisa Bank NTT, SMS Banking, and Bepung Mobile. I think from these three, we can see that Bank NTT is really trying to serve its customers more seriously by providing digital access to a number of financial transactions. You could even say the services provided are quite complete and make it very easy for customers to transact. I think this is a breakthrough, a new method that is leading to a major change in how people conduct financial transactions in the future. The thing to think about now is what needs to be done by the bank to support its digital innovation so that acceleration in financial inclusion can be realized. I think one of the good innovations from Bank NTT in supporting in digital financial services is by implementing a new banking service system namely core banking title T24. Core banking is known and widely used in the banking world. There are some advantages of core banking title T24, including the interface display is very flexible and easy to understand by users. With the implementation of the new system, it is hoped that Bank NTT's digital financial services can reach more users. Bank NTT can also implement a hybrid bank system during the pandemic by focusing customers on doing most of their financial transactions online. In this case, the marketing department also takes an important role in informing the digital services system through digital marketing by utilizing social media. The bank can also improve service to customers by providing digital instructors to direct customers in operating available digital services. If the bank NTT network is placed in such a way according to the situation and conditions of the pandemic era, harmonization of services can be realized so that Bank NTT can accelerate financial inclusion for more advanced NTT. Ladies and gentlemen, finally, I believe that we have great challenges and great opportunities in accelerating financial inclusion. But with the cooperation of all parties, the government, customers, and banks, we can break the limit and the pandemic cannot stop us. That's all, and thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Maximilian. Yeah, your name is okay. So you are called Maximilian.
You can call me Techan, sir.
Ichak.
Techan. Techan.
Oh, Ichak. Okay, okay. Ichak. Okay, Ichak. It's very good. It was very good speech actually, and it was very good how you try to promote digital banking service in general and in particular the digital banking service of Bank NTT. And in the last part of your speech, you suggest Bank NTT to employ or to use core banking system or T24, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I would like to hear more from you about how Bank NTT can accommodate or can incorporate T24 system into its current digital banking services.
Actually, sir, this kind of system has been including on Bank NTT digital system. We can, but if you want more information about that, actually core banking title T24, it is a core banking software. It's a real-time core banking system which is designed to allow banks to scale quickly using cloud platforms and traditional infrastructure. There are some advantages by using it, and I think the Bank NTT has already have the core banking title T24. Some of advantages like system are that it is the most sophisticated computer program in data processing in banking, and the technology used is of high quality, and the process is fast, and the system is online. That's all.
So are you saying that T24 is actually being used by the Bank of NTT now?
Yes.
So it means that the BEP mobile, everything, all the digital banking, all the digital banking services provided by NTT is on this platform now.
I don't know specifically, but from the information I get, this kind of core has been used by the Bank NTT because this is a software system.
Okay, yeah, I know that it's a software system, like you said. What is your judgment? What is your evaluation about the digital banking services being used or being provided by Bank NTT on this platform, on this software?
Would you like to repeat again the question, sir?
Okay, in your observation, you said that Bank NTT has used the T24 software.
Yes.
as the platform for their digital banking service. Okay?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Now my question is, what is your evaluation? Is it good or is it bad, or there are things need to be improved?
I can deny it is good because I don't find any bug when I use the Bepung mobile, etc. And I can't deny, and the interface help the people who don't know a lot about how to using digital application, because the system is easy to use.
Okay. Okay, so you suggest that Bank NTT continues to use this software?
Because the Core T24 is one of the best of the software in banking.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe if you finish your study at BINUS, you can apply for Bank to work at Bank NTT as an IT manager.
I hope so, sir. I hope so.
Okay, no pressure. Okay, Chuck, thank you very much for your speech. Good luck with your study, okay?
Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you, Pak Alexios and Maximilian from Binus University. And Maximilian is the last participant in this session. So it means that we are at the end of session 1, English speech competition today. And for all the participants, you are allowed to leave the Zoom meeting. And for the judges, see you on 1 p.m.
See you later, Papa Alex, Tracy.